guys! So, I will be doing a video on how to draw anime characters and bodies. So this is just a tutorial. Please give me a thumbs up and a like on this video if you really enjoyed it. And also subscribe to my channel if you are not already a subscriber. I hope that this video helps, and let's just get to it. Okay, so first things first that you will need is a sketchbook if you have one. You could also use printer paper. I know that's what I use for art classes. You could also use a ruler if you need one. I just kind of freestyle lines, and then an eraser, of course, and just a pencil. Preferably an HB because an HB is really light. And yeah. So we're going to get right into it. The first thing that you want to start off with is drawing a circle. And the circle doesn't have to be perfect, and also you don't want to draw it too dark either. Especially these first couple of tries, you want to draw it really nice and light. Because it's just going to be sketches, and it's also just going to be figuring out the placement. After you draw a circle, you want to go and draw a line right in the center. And then you also want to draw one about halfway across. So you want to draw a line vertically and then also horizontally. And then from this line, this horizontal line to the bottom, you also want to draw another line in between. And this is going to be where the nose is. So you could just draw a little circle. You could draw two circles on the top horizontal line. That's where the eyes are going to be. And then now you could start drawing the face. So I just draw, normally for anime and manga characters, the face is kind of just a triangle towards the chin. And then for the nose, you could just draw another triangle. Either direction. So like a compare or a greater than or less than sign. Now for the eyes, I kind of just draw, there's many different eyes that you can do, but you just draw two lines. And then you're going to draw a circle. Eyes are my favorite to draw. I love drawing eyes. Draw two circles. And then you're going to want to kind of draw a square. The square is going to be where the reflection of the light is. Just a little light bubble. And then I also draw another circle. You could also draw a circle instead of a square up at the top. And then the middle circle is going to be the pupil. Anime characters also have pupils, just like us. And then, depending on the color of the eyes, you could do just lines going from the pupil out to the outer parts of the eye. Or you could just kind of color it in for the dark colored eyes, and then just slowly brighten it up. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to kind of try to draw myself as an anime manga character because I know someone requested I do that, one of my friends. And then there you go, you got some eyes. You could also, if you don't really know what kind of eyes you want to draw, you could go on Google and just type in like anime eyes, and then they'll show you like a bunch of different eyes, and then you can kind of just pick and choose if that's easier, and then you can try to just copy from there. But once you get really good, then you don't really need the references, but it's good for beginners to look up different eyes. And now I'm just drawing the eyelashes. Okay, now for the mouth. Another thing you can do is, like I said, you could go on Google Images and look up different emotions, feelings, different expressions. But I'm just gonna do a smile because I normally like to smile a lot. So that's what I'm gonna do. So there's my smile. And then I'm gonna draw the eyelashes. Oh, not eyelashes, eyebrows. Yep. And I'm slanting them upwards because it kind of gives me more of a happy expression, cheerful. So there's my face. Now as you start adding details, that's when you can start drawing darker. But when you don't want to start off dark, because some of these lines, like the horizontal, the vertical lines, the circle, the placement, you're going to want to erase that after, because you're not going to want that to show up. Now I have bangs, so now I'm going to just draw my bangs. Now bangs, you can just do, I was doing like just kind of a square, and then doing some triangles to show different pieces of my hair. Now the thing that most people get mixed up with drawing hair is they want to draw like every single strand of hair, and that's what you don't need to do. You don't need to draw every single strand. Just draw a section of it. You want it to be implied. So you want to draw a section of hair, and then you want to just add some darks in certain areas for shadowing. But you don't want to draw every single line. You don't want your hair to be just a bunch of lines. Like you can if that's your style, but I know for me, I just like to imply that there's hair. See how I'm just drawing lines in certain spots, and then I'm leaving the rest of it blank and open. And then you do want to draw some lines. And here I'm drawing more lines here because this is going to be a shadow. gonna just draw my nose ring. I feel like because I normally don't draw anime or manga style, but I normally feel like when I do try it, I always get hung up on the nose because I just don't like noses just being, you know, a line. I like my drawings, like my cartoon style is kind of cartoonish and kind of realistic. So this is like characters from The Office. This was me trying to draw myself as like anime, manga. And I get the eyes very cartoonish, but I kind of also like it to look like the person. So I'm not the best at drawing cartoons myself. This is another drawing that I did, but I think this is the closest I've ever got where I'm like, this kind of looks like anime, manga. Okay, then I'm going to just draw the neck. And then there you can just color it in because that's going to be all shadow. And I'm just slowly darkening too. So it's just adding pressure to darken spots. I also find it weird that they don't normally have lips too. So I'm just gonna add like just a lip, just some lips. Here is how to draw the bodies. So again, you want to start off with a circle. Again, not too dark. It's okay if you just keep drawing it a couple times. And then from the circle, you kind of want to just draw a line straight down from the paper. Your circle shouldn't be too big because we're going to be drawing bodies. So just draw a straight line. And if you think about the human body in general, you're going to want to think of it as shapes. So the neck, could draw a square. And then I'm going to draw a female body. But then next to it I'll draw a male body too. So actually, I'm going to start working on. So then I can draw them both at the same time. So drawing a square for the neck. Now the female body, kind of want to just think of it as a bunch of shapes. So I did like an upside down triangle sort of. Yeah, if you drew a triangle you could do that. Then you also want to draw a square over top of the bottom part of the triangle. That's going to be the belly. And then legs, I just draw ovals or like elongated ovals. And then you just keep drawing more shapes. Circle for the feet. And then as you draw more details, that's when you can, yeah, keep getting darker and really like just make the detail more, and then add just correct things too. So if the thighs are too big, you can make them smaller. Okay, now halfway between the chest part, you're gonna, draw the chest as well. So I drew a line and then just kind of curving it out, curving out the original shape and then making this part slimmer. You could also start off with like kind of a stick figure and then just draw lines for where the arms are gonna go. I think, let me fix this a little bit. There we go. Yeah, so I made the mistake and I made the chest a little bit too high. But that looks so much better now. And then just add details. Now, if you're not good at drawing bodies, I don't blame you. Drawing bodies can be really tough. Like, anything of the drawing a human. Hands, feet, faces, so many things are just tough. Like, I had to take a drawing anatomy class for college, and that's where I was able to learn the basics of just measurements, but it can be tough. I also recommend, I have these fancy like figurines that I like to use for poses, so then I can see what the body is gonna look like. 'Cause sometimes I have a hard time. I imagine a pose that I want to draw, but I have a hard time picturing it or getting it on paper. So I have these little figurines that I use, and that's where I can set them up to be exactly what I want them to be. And then, yep, just gonna draw a brief sketch for the face, just so we know. So here is a picture of what the bodies look like. So I hope these videos were really helpful for you, and yeah, if you just want to keep watching my video, just slow the speed down or just pause it and then you could just draw with me. But yeah, I hope this was really helpful and I hope you guys have a blessed day. Bye!